Welcome back, folks. In this video, I'm going to teach you the only 3 reasons a cop can legally search your car. That's right, just 3. Avoid these and you'll never get busted. I'm also exposing a sneaky little court ruling about drug dogs that cops love to ignore, but I've used it to get tons of cases thrown out. And while you're learning, you'll be watching a real-life multi-kilo cocaine bust. Wait till you see where they hid the stash. It's so crazy, even I was impressed. Stick around and let's outsmart the system with a little fun along the way.
How are you today? Just stopped there, noticed when you change lanes behind that semi, you're probably less than a car length away when you start to make that lane change. Just a little bit too, too close. You probably couldn't fit one of these trucks between you when you're making the lane change. Where are you coming from?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Where are you trying to get to? Columbus. What's in Columbus? What takes you to Columbus?
New job offer.
New what?
Job offer.
A job offer? Okay. Yeah. What type of work you doing?
Construction and truck driver.
Do you have your license with you?
Yeah, I have my license right here.
Are you? What type of truck do you drive? Semi?
Yeah, it's from Mexico.
What is it from? Where?
Mexico.
Your license from Mexico?
Yeah, it's CDL.
Yeah, I know it's still good here. You got a house already set up or an apartment or?
No, I'm going to a hotel and then we're gonna meet a friend later.
Now, just in this short interview, I would already know this was a load. How would I know that? He's in a U-Haul, red flag. He's a Mexican, red flag. That's not racist. It's just that's where all the drugs are coming from, Mexico. He's traveling from Arizona, which is a border state, to Ohio to get a job that he can't really quite explain, and he hasn't picked out a house. He said the word hotel. That's where they trade drugs a lot, smugglers. Like he'll park that U-Haul at a hotel, another Mexican will come along, crank up the U-Haul and drive the load to wherever it's going to go. So the driver doesn't know where it's at, so he can't tell the cops later where the load is. So all of those mixed together, that's all obviously bullshit. First of all, I don't recommend you smuggling large amounts of drugs, but if you're going to have drugs in your car and you're traveling, get a believable story straight. This cop at this point already knows he's got a load.
What type of where are you going to get a job at? Do you have a specific place?
No. My friend is working in it's construction and I think they moved rocks or something.
Okay.
And then
you got all your belongings back here then?
Yeah.
Excellent. Zoom in a little bit. I'll take a picture of it. This way I'll have to take your phone. No, not that. Your name and stuff. Yep, like that. Yep, that's fine. I'll do it later. Let me see if I have your date of birth on there.
Yeah.
What is your date of birth? Let me just check your license real quick. And then, did you rent this yourself?
No, it's my cousin.
Can I see the rental agreement? I'll just check. Let me check this.
Yeah,
see if you can find it. Okay. Give me this. Oh, give me this. I'm just gonna write you a warning. Okay. Are you working for a truck company right now? Are you currently a driver?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna write you a warning, but you got to make sure you give yourself more room before you make.
Did you notice the dog? Why are they bringing the dog this early? See there? They're bringing that dog to the traffic stop early as not to violate Rodriguez. Because if they write this motorist a warning ticket at that moment, he's free to leave. Right now, he's under arrest. He's not under custodial arrest, but he's under arrest. When you're not free to leave, you're under arrest. Not handcuff arrest, but when they turn on the red and blues, you are not free to leave. You are under arrest. He is under arrest for a traffic violation right now. The courts have ruled that once a citation is issued, at that moment, that's the end of the arrest. No matter what the cops do or say, you're free to leave. Now, if the cop waits until he's free to leave to detain him to run the dog, then that's a second arrest, and that's illegal. We win. Supreme Court says a dog sniffing the outside air of an automobile is not considered a search. It's free air. So a cop can walk a dog around the outside and sniff all the free air he wants, but the Supreme Court says you must do that while you have him lawfully arrested and while you're dealing with the ticket. And that's what they're doing. He's issuing this man a citation, and as he's issuing him the citation, he's running the dog.
Have you ever worked for a trucking company, or do you just have a commercial license?
It's called UNH, and another one is called DSL Roads.
We're going to search the truck, okay? No concerns at all?
What is
This is why. When I'm up there talking to you, I stop you for a violation, okay?
Yeah.
And you're making this long trip, but it sounds like you really don't have any plans. You know what I mean? When we come across that out here on the road, we raises suspicion. Like, I'm like, do you have a place you're going to stay? No. You're going to be somebody? Do you have a job lined up? No. So it's just, you're very vague, which that's your choice. You don't tell me, but it just, if I get some suspicion, then yeah, I'm going to look a little further and make sure there's nothing, inappropriate.
This is where our NGB 400 group wins our cases. We have a client right now that we're going to win a case because they didn't follow Rodriguez versus U.S., what these cops are following. You remember I told you he can't arrest you twice to get a dog? Now the traffic stop's over. He issued the warning, but while he was issuing the warning, the dog alerted. That's probable cause to arrest you again, to search. So this man has been arrested twice. First time for the traffic violation. Now he's being arrested under probable cause because the canine alerted. The Supreme Court has ruled that a canine's alert, that's the same as a cop smelling marijuana. If a cop smells drugs or sees drugs, it's called plain sight or plain smell. That's probable cause to search a car. There's only 3 reasons a cop can search your car through probable cause. If you have a High Times magazine there, that's reasonable suspicion. That's not probable cause. If your story's flimsy like this guy, that's reasonable suspicion. That's not probable cause. The 3 probable causes are an informant's tip, plain sight or plain smell, or a canine alert. That's the only 3 reasons a cop can search your car without your permission. So if you can avoid those 3, if you don't tell anybody what you got in your car, an informant can't get you. If you don't have it in plain sight where the cop can see it, the cop can't search. And if the dog doesn't alert, he can't search. You take dogs out of the equation, like let's outlaw drug dogs, and the smugglers, man, can smuggle all they want all day long as there's not an informant tip and as long as they don't see it in plain sight.
Obviously, you don't want no issues. You don't want no issues with the license if you're trying to get a trucking job, okay? Why, have you had issues before where officers have searched you? Have you have a seat in the back? You don't have any clothes. Oh, here it is.
You should know where the drugs are right now. Why would he be carrying boards? It doesn't make sense.
Text message real quick. It's a jump load. Phoenix 1. I'm gonna try out this careful because I don't know what that shit is. Or stuff is. I'm using my knife. Hold on. Let's be careful. So we'll just get an estimate how many's in each one. There's one. What do you think? 6 in each one. 6 times 13. Sebastian, you seem like you're not very concerned about this situation. You seem like you're pretty calm. Are you concerned at all about what you have in the back? I mean, you found yourself in a serious legal problem here, okay? How many kilos are back there? What's that? You just know there's something back there you're taking somewhere. Would you like to continue and take it to where you're going? I mean, you got to consider the trouble that you're looking at, though.
I cannot.
You cannot do it?
They kill me.
They'll kill you?
I think so.
Okay, we'll talk about it here in just a minute, okay? Yes, sir.